2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back in the 313 for all third-round coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. I'm Luke Elby with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. As this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
And over to the second we go, and it's a par 4. That's tidy. Playing from around 110 yards out.
Going with less club. Let's see how this turns out.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. 16 feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Great shot. This one's heading towards the putting surface. Will it get there? Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And he needs this to save par. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
So close. 3 feet to go here to the hole. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
That's a good-looking shot there. Second shot here on the fourth. Hey, that's golf, isn't it? You get some good breaks and some bad ones. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Putting for a par now. And as we check the standings, it's a big 5-stroke advantage for our leader. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
Ooh, looking nice.
Great speed.
Getting better.
Oh, you beauty. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Pretty sure this is breaking pretty hard to the right.
A little bit too much on that putt. And this putt coming up for his par. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. This one heading into the sand. This is his second shot. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195. Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
This is for birdie.
Ooh, watch this one break. That's disappointing.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
I like that kind of fight. That shows resilience.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
And as we move on to the next, our featured player leads by 4. We've arrived now on the 8th hole, the par 4. That is just penetrating into the breeze. Goal shot.
Pretty good shot there. Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And he holds another one, and he's building quite a sizable lead here. On the tee now with the par 3 9th.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green, slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going right to left here.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Currently 14 under for the event. Always love a new beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th. Playing from around 150 yards here. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation. Currently in first position. Here we are at the 11th hole, a par 3.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
I've paced it out. It's 43 feet left.
This is a par putt. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. Next up is this par 4 hole. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. That was pummeled. Great drive. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green.
With this wind, that's a thing of beauty.
This putt coming up is for birdie. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. The 13th hole is a par 4.
Awesome stuff.
So standing over this one from the second cut.
Not quite going to be as easy to birdie this one today as it was yesterday.
Okay, I didn't see that from the rough.
A putt here to move to 16 under par. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
Now 8 shots in front. Now a par 5 hole awaits. That's nicely done. Standing over his second shot. He might need this one to sit down a bit. Seven feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Ooh. And down it goes. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Hole number 15 is a par 3. Going with the 9-iron, I think. An opportunity for a birdie here. And well holed. Let's move on. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat, and funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here. Nothing worse.
Not a bad play, that one. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
So close. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee of the 17th, it's a par 5.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who like to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
That one almost went in the hole. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. Welcome to the par 4 18th. Looks like this one's bunker bound. Time to play from the bunker. I'm not sure he selected the right club here. This one looks to be coming up short. This would be a great up and down. Good pass over coming up for this fella. And with that putt, concludes this players round. So as that round comes to a close, it's a lovely position this player holds in top spot, Rich.
It is a satisfying position to be on top of the leaderboard through 3 rounds.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
Hi there, my name is John and I'd like to welcome you to this event. First up on the menu today is a lovely par 4. All you got to do is hit it straight up the middle and then we'll take it from there. Okay, looking good. Looks like about 150 yards to go. Take a look at this shot. Nothing wrong with that. Here's what you're looking at for birdie. All right, let's move on to the next. And currently 1 under for the day. All right, let's see what we can do off the tee here. It's a long par 4. Here's our second shot on hole number 2. Uh-oh, I think this might be short. All right, back in the fairway. Now let's just drop a dart onto that green. Setting up here now for our third shot. Good shot. And now this from 12 feet. Nothing too crazy in this one, I don't think. Just a little bit to the left. Good stroke on that one. That's your par. And you're 1 under for the day. Let's see what this third hole has in store for us. Coming into a bunker near you. And from the fairway sand. And you're looking short out of the sand here. $15 feet to go from here. I think this one's going left to right. This putt's good so far. And yep, that is gonna work. Good job there. And you're currently sitting at 1 under for the day. All right, we got a par 3 here on the 4th. A little too much to the right. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. Nicely played out of that sand. A little bit of work left to do, but nothing too serious. All right, let's go. This one for the par. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Good job. You're in there with a par. And after that one, you currently sit at 1 under par. Time for the 5th hole, and we got a par 4 ahead of us. Nice swing onto that one. All right, this shot's about 150 yards out. This ball's a long way from home. Let's see if you can help it get there. And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. Oh, that was close. And now this from 4 feet. One under after that one. We've made it to the 6th hole. Hopefully you can carry that bunker at the front of the green. Nice, pure swing. Great stuff. And from the bunker. Oh, almost hold it. All right, let's do this. 18 feet to go. This one's going uphill and going to the right. Oh, just missed the par. Here we go, just a few more inches. And that will put you up to even par. And now the par 5, 7th hole. Oh, crud. We're in the big, thick, deep rough here. Well, I hope this one holds on to the fairway here. All right, drop this on in and save your par. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. About 17 feet to the cup. This putt's going down the slope, breaking right to left. Yikes, that went right by. And hopefully we can finish this one off for double bogey. And 2 strokes above par currently. And now the 8th hole, we got a par 4. Oh, no good. Smart shot. Back in the fairway. Now we got a shot. Good job with that chip shot. And just a tap in here. And currently sitting at 3 over par. And here we go on the 9th. Ooh, just tattooed that drive. And we couldn't hold the fairway. That's all right. Just in the first cut here. And there we go. Nice little approach shot. Here we go. Birdie putt coming up. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Great way to bounce back. Nice birdie on this one after that bogey on the last. Okay, you are at 2 over par. And the back 9 of this course starts with a par 5. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. Setting up here in the first cut of rough. Oh, no good. I think we're heading to the sand. Okay, from the green side sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here. Oh, chip on this one. Here we go for the bogey. And the putt drops and we're moving on. Currently sitting at 3 over par. That wind is picking up, blowing left to right on this one. Setting up around 130 yards. Well, you didn't hit that super clean. Oh, the glory that could have been. You've got this left to save your par. Okay, 3 over par for you. And this one's a par 4 for the 12th. Okay, this is about 125 yards away. And with this approach, you got to be careful. with that downslope around the pin. This one could get away from you. Okay, we're on the green. This one's 17 feet. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard break too. Oh, it's going right by. Okay, here comes a 9-foot putt. Currently 3 over par for the day. Here we go now on the 13th. Ooh, this could go, this could go. And that'll work for your birdie. Chipping it on in there. Well done. And we're going to fire up a replay after that one. And right now you are 2 over par. Might be able to do some fun stuff on this short par 4. Yep, that's going to do. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. All right, this is for the bird. Let's keep this going. That's your 4th birdie of the day. Good work out there. And after that one, you are sitting at 1 over par. Okay, next up is the par 5 15th. This approach is into an elevated green. This is leaning to the right. Well, feet left to the hole. An uphill putt. Moving right to left. Ooh. And this next putt for the par. Well, that hole's behind us. Let's move on. And you're sitting at 1 over par at the moment. Teeing off now on a long par 4. And from here, it's looking like about 230 yards. The approach is heading a bit to the right. Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it. I'll take that. Nicely played. 14 feet to the cup from here. And this one's, I think, going left to right. Well, it's heading towards the hole. Nicely done. Just 1 over at the moment. Okay, the hole is 17. The par is 3. Let's have a good tee shot. Well, we missed the green, but that's all right. Life does go on. Okay, come on now. This to save your par. Okay, moving on to the next. Okay, sitting at 1 over par. And now to number 18. This one's a par 4. Well, that's too bad. This one might be coming up short from the rough. Good job getting back in the fairway, taking yourself out of harm's way. Okay, you need this one if you want to save your par. And it's going to be 1 over par for you at the end of the day. All right, that's going to do it for me. And just want to thank you again for playing the game. And hopefully we see you soon. Well, hello there. Glad you could join me for a round. My name's John McCarthy. I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Today we are starting our round with the par 4. Time to put this in the fairway. What do you say? And second shot here on the first. The approach heading right. That's okay. No worries. We'll be on the green soon enough. Ooh, right by with the chip. Setting up a 12-foot putt here. This one should be pretty straight to start off with, and then it goes a bit to the left. A little too hard. Okay, this is for the bogey. And you're 1 over par currently. Careful out there. Wind's going left to right on this hole. All right, let's get out of this mulch and move things along. Well, you might not have enough out of the rough here. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. Setting up here, green side rough. Okay, here's a 12-foot putt. And I think this one just has a touch of a break to the left. And that drops on in there. Here's a little par for you. And right now you're just 2 strokes above par. And this one's a par 4 here on the third. This one's looking like a fairway finder. And we're about, I don't know, 200 yards or so from the pin from here. Safe approach, nice. This one's from around 21 feet. Oh. And the only thing left to do is sink this putt and get your par. And you're 1 over at the moment. And let's see how things go here on the 4th. Nicely done. Had the right club there. Here we go. Birdie putt. This one looks like it starts straight and then heads to the right. Looking pretty good. Nicely done, dropping it in for birdie. And you're sitting at 1 over par at the moment. Okay, careful out there. We got a tailwind. I think we're heading to the sand here. And second shot here on the 5th. Yeah, I don't think you had enough out of the sand. This is what our third shot's looking like. Yep, that'll work from there. This one's 19 feet out. Going up the hill and to the left. Ooh, right there. All right, for the bogey. Okay, we're moving. We're moving to the next. Okay, 2 over par at the moment. All right, 6th hole now, and we got a par 3. And that approach was a bit wayward. Oh, it almost. 4 feet left. And just one stroke over par at the moment. And the 7th hole, we have a par 5. Swinging like silk. And this one is around 180 yards to the pin. And you've got this left for your eagle. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, ever so close to pulling down that eagle. All right, now let's take a peek at the leaderboard. Just one over at the moment. Okay, let's see what we can do here on the 8th hole. Tee shot's looking good. Nine feet to go. Ooh, that drops, and that's your 2nd birdie in a row. All right, good job there. That's bringing you down to even par now. That wind's blowing right into our face on this one. And here's our 2nd shot on the 9th. I think this is short from the sand. And setting up now in the deep rough. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. Oh, yes. Okay, bogey putt coming up. And you're one over par currently. All right, the 10th hole here is a par 5. All right, we'll take that. Well, that's just fine golf playing there. That's on the green in under regulation. Well done. This putt's about 5 feet. And that'll go down for the eagle. Okay, and you're down to 2 under par now after that one. Got a right to left breeze on this hole. Nice, that's some solid contact. Setting up here, looking at an elevated green. This one's looking short from the sand. Okay, positive thoughts. Let's save par right here. After that, you're 2 under. Okay, on the tee of the 12th hole, it's a par 4. Oh, that didn't go well, did it? Oops, that's no good. Uh-oh, might be short. All right, let's get out of this sand. Yeah, this one's your 4th shot. Little tap putt here. All right, tapping in for bogey. Okay, that hole will put you up to even par. Here we go, 13th hole. This one's a par 3. Okay, green side sand. Let's see what you have. All right, not a whole lot of work left to do here. Nice shot. And to save par, this is an uphill putt and moving to the left. Ah, no good. Okay, this one's a 3-footer. And as that putt drops, that's a 2nd bogey in a row. Let's turn things around. And after that one, you'll go up to even par. And we've got a headwind blowing in our face on this one. Well done. All right, here's our 2nd shot on the 14th. Oh my, you almost got that. Okay, come on now. Let's coax this one into the hole, save our par, and be happy with ourselves. Let's go. And after that one, you are sitting at 1 over par. Let's see what happens on the 15th hole of this course. That'll work. And here we go. This one for birdie. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, just missed. Just a little 3-footer left for this one. You are currently sitting right at even par. Wind's blowing from our backs on this one. Well, I hope this one holds on to the fairway. All right, unfortunately, that wouldn't stay in the fairway for you. We're in the first cut. And here's our 2nd shot on the 16th. And here we go from the rough. Might have too much on it. This could be a birdie if you want to drop this in the hole. This putt's downhill and breaking to the left. Oh, this one's looking okay. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. All right, that hole will bring you down to 1 under par. And now on to the par 3 17th. This approach is heading right at the pin. All right, and this one just barely makes its way into that second cut of rough. This one to safe par. Currently sitting at 1 under par. And now the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. That was powerful. This shot is clocking in at 195 yards away. What will happen here? I'll just be quiet and watch and see how you do. And as you line this putt up, tilting a little bit to the right. Oh. Okay, 4 feet to go. All right, the putt drops, and I guess that means I'm off the clock. And as we head our separate ways, it'll be 1 under for you today. Well, that's it for me. This is where we go our separate ways. Thank you for the round. Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I am pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Guess what? It's time for the golf. And we have a par 4 first hole to start out with today. Let's get on our horse here, rip it into the fairway, and we'll take it from there. Okay, setting up about 180 yards out. Come on, bounce to the right for us. Great job on that approach. Sink this and you'll pull down a birdie. Wonderful, wonderful shot. And after that hole, you're currently 1 under. Wind is blowing left to right. Yeah, that was a good swing. Well done. And this one's about 190 or so to the pin. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. One's just a 3-footer. And you are 1 under after that one. Okay, lengthy par 4 ahead of us here. I think I'll take that tee shot. Looks good. This is about 185 yards or so to the pin. Let's go. We need a par save, and we need it now. Let's do it. And after that one, you currently sit at 1 under par. Careful out there. We got a tailwind blowing. Well, you tried. You just didn't quite hit this green. Sitting in the greenside rough. Let's go. Oh, come on. Is this going to go? Come on. All right, give this a tap. All righty. Let's check the scorecard. And after that one, you sit at 1 under par. All right, here we go. Par 4 on the 5th. Good job. This shot's around 95 yards to the pin. Okay, setting up in the bunker here. His putt is 9 feet away. All right, you're going to go up to even par after that one. Okay, careful of the headwind out there. That was good stuff. All right, here we go for the birdie. This one's breaking pretty hard to the right. Oh my. 5-foot putt coming up. And after that one, currently sitting at even par. Okay, here we go. 7th hole is a par 5. Oh. Ooh, into the drink. And we are in the deep stuff currently. Let's get out of here now. And I don't think he caught enough of the ball here out of the rough. All right, onto the green. No worries from here on out, right? Good luck here. This is for par. And after that one, even par is your score. Okay, par 4, 8th hole, let's go. Five feet to the cup from here. And after that one, you're going down to 1 under. And this hole is a long par 4 hole. Oh dear gracious, you just tattooed that one. And from the fairway bunker, this one's heading for the rough. Okay, we are in the deep stuff currently. And from the greenside sand, let's have a nice out here. Well done out of the bunker. And setting up here for the bogey. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Well, glad you sank that. That's a bogey. Okay, after that one, you've gone up to even. And we are working with the tailwind on this hole. This one's looking pretty good. Oh, we might need a little less club on this one. That green's below us. And this is our third shot. Comes a 3-footer. The birdie putt drops, and I'm thankful because last hole with that bogey got me a little scared. And after that one, you'll go down to 1 under par. Here we go on the 11th. Good one. And this one's around 175 yards out. Safely on the green. Here's a 17-foot putt. We got a downhill putt here, going right to left as well. Oh, unfortunate. And this is your look at par. And 1 under after that one. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 12th hole. Let's do it. Okay, this is in the light rough. This shouldn't be too bad. Oh, that is lovely. Yeah, could have a birdie here. That's in there. It's your 4th birdie of the day. And after that hole, you'll bring your score down to 2 under. And this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. And from that lie, that'll work just nicely. Okay, you need this to go, this to save par. Oh, it's getting there. And good job, that's gonna work. And after that hole, you're 2 under par. All right, on to the 14th. This one is a par 4. bunker bound. Let's get up and out of here. Well, that's all right. We'll get on the green next time. This putt's about 6 feet. And currently sitting at 2 under par. And here comes the 15th hole. This one's a par 5. And just sheer terror coming off the club face there. Powerful drive. Second shot here on the 15th. I'll take that. Sinking this will take you to 3 under. Oh my, that was a fantastic shot. Wind's picked up here, blowing right to left. Oh man, that was just striped. And now hitting out of the rough. And this should be a fun watch. Let's see how you do with this long putt. And this putt's moving to the left and up the hill. Oh! Here we go. This next one for par. And you currently sit at 3 under par. And teeing up now on the 17th. Ooh, the approach might be a bit long here. Well, it turns out that you will be on the green. Well, that's pretty good. You also have a long putt, but at least you're on the green. And this is your look at birdie. Oh! And that's definitely unplanned, but it's not the worst thing in the world. All right, all we need is a little tap here. Let's do it. Okay, let's scope out our standings now. And after that hole, you'll go up to 2 under. We've got a long par 4 staring us down on this one. All right, good luck with your second shot here on the 18th hole. And I don't think there's enough on this one from the sand. You might need a club or two extra from here. This is really deep. Well, looks like you got some work cut out for you in this next one. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Oh, the touch onto that. Nicely played out of that sand. Okay, and with that, you will post a score of even par at the end of the day. All right, I'm going to head on my way here. I had a lot of fun with you out there on the course. Thank you for playing. We'll see you again soon. Hello there, my name is John, welcoming you to the event. This is the final round of the event. It all comes down to this, so wishing you the best as you tee off. And with that, you have begun. Best of luck to you. And this one's about 180 yards out. Maybe this will kick left. And that will play. Thank you very much. 10 feet to the cup. Sort of straight to start out with this one, and then it goes a bit to the left. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. And this next putt for par. And you're at even par currently. Okay, the wind's blowing on this one, right to left. All right, we're setting up in the rough, but it seems to be sitting up pretty good in this rough for you. And from 39 feet. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the right. Oof. This putt's about 4 feet. Okay, even par at the moment. All right, the third hole is a par 4. Let's do the thing. Come on now, give us a nice little fairway lie. We've got about 130 yards to go here. This one's heading a bit right. And this is your third shot. All right, nicely out of that sand. Now we're putting. Okay, this will save you par. You are currently sitting right at even par. All right, an opportunity to stick this one close here on the par 3 fourth hole. A little too far to the right on the approach, I think. Here we go, par putt coming up. Now that one currently sitting at even par. Wind's blowing right in our face on this one. I like that. This shot's around 155 yards out. And we're going right of the pin. Okay, this will save your par. Let's go. And you're at even par. And this one's a par 3 on the 6th. Okay, that one's on the green, and that's about it. Okay, and from the outer reaches of this green, let's see if you can get this to go. This one's 8 feet away. And after that one, even par is your score. Okay, 7th hole, par 5. Oh, that one, yeah, that one took a dive. We are in the deep stuff here. And your approach is heading right of the pin. Ouch, swallowed up into the abyss. Okay, let's get on out of this second cut and get on our way. Bit of an awkward swing. Ouch, into the water. Oh, that'll do. And this putt for the dreaded quad. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. Oh. Yeah, never fun to have one of these holes where you just can't seem to get it to drop. Hopefully this one goes. And you're currently 5 over for the day. And a heads up, we got a headwind to deal with. Here's our second shot on the 8th. Missed the green on that one. Well played out of the sand. We're on the green. All right, good luck here. You've got 22 feet to go. And this is an uphill putt, moving right to left. Looks like you got a line on this. All right, tap this one on in. We'll head to the next. All right. And currently sitting at 6 over. Let's see what we can do on the 9th. Beautiful swing. Okay, this is about 155 yards to the pin. Nice approach. Okay, 25-footer to go. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Oh, this has my attention. Still looking good. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. And you're currently sitting at 5 over. You might need a little more power. We got a headwind on this hole. I'm not positive. Could be rough. Could be fairway though. And second shot on the 10th coming up. Yeah, you definitely didn't hit the sweet spot with that one. We're setting up quite a bit above this green. We might need a little less club. A little bit to the right on the approach here. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. Oh my, almost in there. And you've got this left over for par. Good luck with this. Got to give it some gas up the hill, and it's breaking a little to the right. Oh, sliding by. And nice putt. Let's move on. And you're currently 6 over par. All right, good luck. We have a par 4 here on the 11th hole. Okay, we're in the deep rough. Careful. And you might not have enough club from the rough. Oh man, would have loved to see that chip go down. And unfortunately, second bogey in a row. Let's kick this bad luck to the curb, starting with the next tee shot. You got a right to left cross breeze going on this hole. It's tidy. Setting up here about, I'd say 100 yards out. Well, missed the green there on that one. Coming through with the chip. All right, come on now. This putt to save par. Okay, 7 over par after that one. And here we go. 13th hole, and it's a par 3. Come on, kick left. Here's a putt for birdie. I think it's breaking to the left. This one's just a 4-foot putt. And you're currently sitting at 7 over. 14th hole coming up. We got a par 4 for this one. This is very, very sandy in this. Five feet to the cup from here. And you're currently 7 over. Okay, this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. And that was a tee shot. Okay, we're around the 230-yard area from here. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. All right, grab that putter. Let's get to work here. Okay, we could save par here with this putt. And 7 over at the moment. 16th hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens. Nice swing on that. Okay, about 225 to the pin from here. This one's heading for the bunker, I think. Fingers crossed for a nice up and down out of this greenside bunker. Good job getting out of that bunker. Little work left to do, but nothing serious. All right, you need this to save par. Let's drop this in. All right, let's see how this next hole is playing. And your score is 8 over par currently. Okay, par 3, 17th hole. Let's see what you do. Well, you can't hit all the greens. And this one's for your par. And this one looks like it's going uphill and to the right. And the putt drops for par. Nicely done. All right, that leaves you at 8 over par. And teeing off now on a long par 4. That drive was fierce. And here's our second shot on the 18th. Okay, you're on the green. Big putt ahead of you, but I think you've got it in you. And for a 78 on your round. Here's a 6-foot putt. And with that putt, your round comes to an end. And as this one comes to an end, it's going to be 8 over par for you. And that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you next time.